Alright, guys. Dragnell here, and we are back with more Doom 3. So, we are on mission 16, Delta Labs level 2A. Yep. There are 4 lockers, from my understanding, in this one. Yeah, no. Yeah, 4 lockers. Alright. So, let's do this. Alright, so Alright, so there's something down here. This just leaves around. So we continue. So reload it before we continue. We need help, but we'll be okay. Ooh, excuse me. There's some health. Better than what we had. Let's go to the restroom. Alright. You're gonna go up the lift. To level 2 archives. Alright. Security armor and a clip right there. Right, so real quick, to refresh our memory on what we're doing, we have to reach the main portal. Alright, so these are just zombies. I'm gonna pull out the shotgun. PDA for Peter Rayleigh. Alright. So, clips, shells. Alright, so we can take this, use it, get here to get cells. Yeah, the cells, the rockets. And then just use this to back out. Alright. Alright, let's read. An observation of science personnel.
This is the audio log of Medical Supervisor Peter Raleigh, dated October 29th, 2145. We have exhausted all known forms of drug treatment in hopes of finding a way to abate this strange outbreak of dementia, and I have yet to receive any additional data from the psychiatrists back on Earth. Options are quickly dwindling. Approximately 80% of all extraplanar participants exhibit signs of mild neuroses within the first 48 hours after returning from their expeditions. Within 72 hours, 75% of patients exhibit extreme signs of paranoid delusion and violence. We have isolated these cases in hopes of finding the pathogen. As yet, we can find no biological contaminants that would lead to such drastic changes in cognitive processing. It seems that whatever this pathogen is, it attacks higher brain functions and only leaves more basal functions in the lower brain stem. We've witnessed that a high percentage of subjects lose ability for rational thought and communication skills, and then the physical changes become evident. Subjects in this group appear to atrophy. Skin pales, muscles become slack, bone, teeth, and fingernails become almost translucent, veiny sinews of their former selves. I have never seen anything like this in my career. Our observations continue.
Death of Steve Jensen.
This is the audio log of Medical Supervisor Peter Raleigh, dated November 1st, 2145. Patient 0432, a Private Steve Jensen of the UAC Darklight Armor Corps Division, expired today at 15:43 of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. This is approximately 110 hours after his return from expeditionary missions. Private Jensen was suffering from paranoid delusions and full-blown dementia. Treatment was unsuccessful. He was the last surviving member of his outfit. 4 other squad mates, who also came back with Private Jensen, expired from injuries suffered on that last mission shortly after their return. Before his death, Private Jensen was heard screaming in both English and other languages. Something about demon hordes feasting on our souls. The other language was later discovered to be Aramaic. Due to security concerns in the area, I've secured some armaments within my office.
Alright, let's look at his emails. Ben Peterson, antipsychotic shipment in today. Dr. Raleigh, just a reminder to let you know your order of antipsychotics have arrived from pharmaceuticals. There are quite a few large boxes here and we are a bit short-handed at the moment. If you could have someone from your department come and retrieve these packages, it would be much appreciated. Ben Peterson, UAC Supply Coordinator. Phil Wilson, overburdened. Dr. Raleigh, we are filling up the available infirmary beds faster than we can get patients released. I don't see myself releasing any at all, actually. I am gravely concerned about where we expect to put more men if the current trend in testing isn't relaxed before we can determine the cause of this psychosis. Sincerely, Medical Technician Phil Wilson. Alright. So. We don't have the code for this one yet. I think we get it a little later on. So, it's just a couple clips in this one. But, I think... Let me make sure. Hang on. Yeah, we haven't gotten the PDA that has the code for this locker in it yet. We need the PDA for Frank Sinders for this one. Alright. So let's just continue then.
Progress, Marine. Your journey is futile. You will die, and your soul will be mine.
Oh. Alright, he's dead. Alright, so we can't get through here. Cannot get through here. We can get through here. Alright. Up and over. And down. I mean under. Alright. This door's stuck or broke. So we can only go this way. So into the room we go.
There. Oh, thank God. You're not one of them. I thought everyone else
gone. I was part of this. I helped them. The madness of opening to another dimension. Look, we don't have much time. We let it through. The evil, the protective stabilizer on the portal just failed after Betruger took the device. It was an artifact we had found in the ruins. He took it into the portal, and hell followed him out. You have to help me first. I'm going to try to get the teleporter systems running again.
Alright, so
The
let's
area's
download
destroyed around
this.
us, so it's the only way through this part of the complex. You need to find me a working plasma inducer. It's
Okay,
all
so
I
we
need
gotta
to get the
find,
teleporter working.
retrieve the plasma
It's a
inducer.
point in operations.
Decontamination process started. Decontamination complete. Have a nice day.
Alright, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna watch this PDA. User data, actually, hang on. Email, personal email, research archive, the Soul Cube. Report filed by Ian McCormick. I've been working on the Soul Cube for a few weeks now. It is a fascinating artifact, and as it turns out, it has some amazing properties. I wrote a new glyph pattern query yesterday and let it run all night. With the new query, the linguistics computer finally cracked the remaining glyphs. The Soul Cube is by every definition a weapon, as it seems to have been built to repel whatever type of creatures invaded this ancient culture. If I am reading them right, during a battle, the cube gains power with each life the wielder takes. When it is fully charged, it can be used to slay even the strongest of creatures. Even more impressive is that when it kills a creature, it transfers that creature's life force back to who is using the cube. I know this sounds like magic, and I have not been able to activate it to prove the theory, but this is what the glyphs illustrate. The glyphs specifically point out that you must kill 5 creatures before it becomes charged, and then amazingly it will tell you it is ready. It is almost like a sentient being. This object is a fantastic find. Ian McCormick, Research Archive Storage. Alright. Alright. So, can't go down that way. Can't have to go that way. So, we literally gotta turn around and go back this way.
Decontamination process started. Decontamination complete. Have a nice day.
Alright. So, I think we actually have to go back and go the way we couldn't go originally. You're actually able to shoot the rockets out of the sky, out of the air. Alright, so both ways are open. But we're gonna go to 2 first. Alright, so let's go this way. Actually, let's go this way. Alright. Cannot go that way. It is broken. So. Outside of the guy that we just killed, we're gonna go, wait a minute. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a med kit right here. They only get 15. Alright, so we have to go this way. So Steve Resco, Matt Hooper, Mal Blackwell. It's actually open. Frank Cinders. There we go. Alright, so let's read the PDA real quick. And then we'll go back to that locker. Alright, status report.
As requested, the following is my initial feedback on my first trip through the portal. Private First Class Frank Cinders, dated October 15th, 2145. I don't know exactly where to begin. Obviously, I survived the first trip and feel no worse for the wear. I'm not feeling any of the symptoms reported by the others who have gone in before me, but I'm at a point where I'm still trying to process everything. Thankfully, the place looks deserted and devoid of any life, but the flames and heat and stench of the place, it smells of death, decay, and burnt flesh. Tomorrow we're going back in with some of the eggheads, Science Division, to start securing forward positions, and we expect to start sending out the mapping droids at the same time. I feel I must admit on a personal note that I've got a really bad feeling about this. I don't understand what we're doing there or what we hope to prove. PFC Cinders, signing off.
Alright, his email. MartianBuddy.com. Baklava Bake Oven on sale now. Tired of the same old when it comes to snacking? Store-bought treats getting you down? Then you need the new Martian Buddy Little Baklava Oven. You heard right, baklava. How many times have you said, boy, I could really go for some scrumptious baklava right now? Well, now it's quick and easy anytime. Come to www.martianbuddy.com for more info on the new Martian Buddy Little Baklava Oven and hundreds of other great products. Remember, Martian Buddy is your buddy. www.martianbuddy.com. Guy Harrelson, your lunch. Hey Frank, you left your lunch on my desk again. I put it in the storage cabinet number 112. The combination is 538. Try to remember to pick it up. Last time you forgot it was in there for a week and that stuff stunk to high heaven. What the hell you got in there, guy? Alright, so now we have the code. Let's go back and get that locker. So we need 538. Cells, armor, a shotgun, and his lunch. Alright, so back into 2 we go. Alright. Alright. So we went into this one. So, and then this is Kristen and Cal. Obviously, you see what happened. Derry Keehan. Go to sector security and terminate the ops lockdown. Okay. Alright, so we have to go to 3 first. Security biolabs, yep. There you go. Hand grenades, med kit, armor.
Warning. Halon systems active. Access denied.
Okay. So we go this way. Flip.
Medical report 16, dated November 2nd, 2145. Patient 043. Report vision expired yesterday, 1543. Clyde Jensen was suffering from paranoid delusions and full-blown dementia. Treatment was unsuccessful. Initial psychiatric interviews suggested only mild psychosis with speech, motor activity, and thought processes within normal range, paranoia being the only psychotic element directly evident. Reference interview G8A. Private Steve Jensen, October 18, 2145.
UAC psychologist Dr. Hooper interviewing Steve Jensen, male, age 27. Steve, can you talk to me about the last few weeks, please?
I don't want to talk.
Well, I'm here to help you, Steve.
I've tried talking. They think I'm crazy. You think I'm crazy.
They, your colleagues, aren't doctors. Let me help you.
Help! Nothing can help us.
Prior sessions over a period of 72 hours reveal rapid deterioration of both physical and mental capacity, with behavior inconsistent with any known patterns. The patient was responsive for brief periods and had to be restrained during interviews. Reference interview H-3-2, Private Steve Jensen, October 21st, 2145.
Tell me what you see, Steve.
I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to feel it. They'll be here soon, and then you'll see it.
Can you talk about what you see? Steve? Patient unresponsive. Terminating interview.
We have exhausted all known forms of drug treatment in hopes of finding a way to abate this strange outbreak of dementia, and I have yet to receive any additional data from the psychiatrists back on Earth. Options are quickly dwindling.
Alright, so we're going to read some of these reports. Jameson cleared the order for holding the test subject pending a detailed physical analysis. I uploaded a request for new volunteers, so we should have a few new transfers that are looking for free credits. I am copying Sandra on this log entry. Be sure and check all potential candidates for immediate family or local social ties. Make sure they won't be missed. Corporate does not want to deal with any more litigations. So let's look at the one from... So next for November, we're probably going to go with order dates. Alright. Research subjects have become increasingly delusional. An interesting pattern has emerged in recent psych evaluations. All subjects are reporting supernatural experiences. While common enough as a schizophrenic manifestation, I have never seen the same psychosis affect all subjects in a controlled test group. Recommend occipital probes to check for growths or swelling. Applied pressure in this region might explain the mass hallucinations. Again, I suggest halting experimentation on these subjects until we discover what is affecting them. Alright, so let's read the one from the October 1st. We sent the first batch of volunteers through the teleporter today. Subjects were administered a mild anesthesia to put them under for the duration of the experiment. They reported no side effects when awakened, and the only reported injury was subject number 7, who had several lacerations after recombination on the receiving pad. We have speculated they were somehow self-inflicted during matter transference, but are unable to fully explain how physical damage could be administered during an instantaneous transfer. Alright, so let's go back to Maine, and let's look at November. Alright, so we're going to go right in order this time. I read it backwards for October. So November 2nd. Test subject 4 attacked an inspector today. I want to know who was responsible for letting them into the rec area, especially when it was known that non-UAC personnel were coming through today. The last thing we needed was another accident. But Truger assured me that no report would be filed, but until we block these inspectors from entering secure areas, we risk exposure. We have retired number 4 and moved the remaining subjects into the empty Sector 2 offices for closer observation. Alright, so November 9th, 45. The research subjects continue to deteriorate mentally. I have requested a security guard on site. I am beginning to question my own safety working in close proximity to them. Test subject 8 never stops screaming. I have informed the guard that offices occupied by the subjects are to be locked at all times. I asked Dr. Brasky to place some military supplies in the security room locker. If things get out of hand, I want to be ready. Alright, and from November 15th. We escorted number 8 to the medical lab after further instances of self-mutilation. I have cleared him for final research and disposal. He is no longer useful as a data subject. Testing for today has been halted due to increased power fluctuations. However, However, Ian thinks he can bypass the failsafes to boost our throughput, giving us the necessary power to move ahead with the final phase of Test 11. He is currently working on the problem in the NC routing. I am going to security and seal this area until testing can resume. Back to menu, and you've already heard that, so yeah.
Medical report.
Right, so there is a security hatch right here
December 2nd, 21,
with
Patient 0432 applied for
with
Steve
a
Jensen,
med
UHC
with a health
Dark Light
station.
Armor Corps Division, expired
It opens up back too
43.
with some cells and amongst other things. Alright, so let's continue. And I will show you how to get to it. Alright. So, this is broken. So, what we need to do, and I vaguely remember how to do this. I think we need to pull out 3. Alright. Gonna get on top of it. Wait for it to spin around. Just jump over. And there's your belt. Couple clips, some med kits, and down we go. And now we're on the other side that we can get to. I have that number, guys. Alright. Yeah, you see it. So we'll be
Alarm systems deactivated.
right back to it. Speaking of, I'm going to save again. Report filing station. Dr. Rayleigh requested military supplies placed in a storage locker in case of emergency. A security team member delivered supplies today and secured them in locker 116. The lock code was set as 972. Right. So let's go back. Access last report. Alright, so that was his last report. So that's this locker. So we need 972. 972. Plasma, armor. Unlock offices. Oh, I know you heard that. So let's pull up this bad boy. Let's go find him. There he is. Alright. So let's let's go back this way. Because there was something back this way that was of interest to us. Yeah. But alright. So I think we've already gotten the PDA for him. Yeah, this one. Alright.
Security log number 3072 for Delta Security Chief Michael Abrams, November 15th, 2145. I've just come from the Armament Division where I was issued one of the new BFG 9000 series weapons. Well, they weren't kidding about how much lighter it is over previous prototype models. Won't be so bad carrying this one around. Anyhow, for a couple of weeks now, many of the security teams have not been following proper reporting procedures. Not sure if it's the format of the new SIR, so I'll make sure each team is scheduled by training division to get spun up on the new reports. There have been some security issues in the Alpha Labs. I've sent a team over to investigate, and now I can't reach them on any comm channel. Guess I'll have to go over there myself. Well, I'm headed over there now. I'll finish the security report in full when I get back. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm gonna leave this BFG locked in my office for now. Please have IT security change my door code to 901. Sure as hell don't need anyone messing around with it. Chief Abrams, end of log.
Alright. But, okay, so he just said 901. Okay, so IT security says, Mr. Abrams, we are unable to process your door code request because you included a 0 in the number sequence, and as you should have known, 0 is not a valid number on door codes. Because of the importance of your request, we've decided to take it upon ourselves and replace the 0 with a 3. Please advise if this causes a problem. So there is the code to the BFG. 931. All we gotta do is open the chamber. And there we go, guys. We have it. We have the BFG finally. And because we've been getting the backpacks, we already have a bit of ammo for it. So, we can't do anything with that one. Can't do anything else with that one. Alright. So, we're gonna go back and go the other way. Wait, no, we gotta go back this way. That's right. Alright. So now we go back this way. So now we're gonna go through each room. PDA. We'll get in here in a second once we kill this stuff out. Alright, I think that's everything. So we're gonna come back into this room and go over the new PDA. Great, so we got it for Phil Wilson. Volunteers.
Audio log for Phil Wilson, medical technician, Delta Labs, October 20th, 2145. Today I witnessed the third test of the teleporter in the 3 weeks that I've been here. Volunteers are becoming harder and harder to come by, and it isn't difficult to see why. They all come back screaming like loons about demons, pools of blood. It's real fire and brimstone stuff. At first I wasn't paying much attention, just doing my job, but The last was Robert Clayton. Now, I met him my first day here. This guy chews up rocks and spits out gravel. He's tough as they come. Having to sedate him and drag his drooling body to the isolation room, it's really freaked me out. I'm gonna put in for a transfer as soon as I'm able.
Right. Alright, so let's look at his email. Dr. Peter Raleigh, patient workload. Phil, I am going to need you to help me next week with my work. I've got so many files and reports to enter into the computer that I don't have time to actually see my patients. I will box up some of my paperwork and send it over to you. If you can enter the reports into the computer, that would surely help me. Thank you, Dr. Peter Raleigh. Alright, so that's all on his PDA. So let's go to the next room of Matt Hooper. And there is nothing in this room. Mal Blackwell. Couple armor shards. Remember, we're already in this room because there's a PDA right there. Because this window is broken, remember? Alright, so Christian and Cal. Nothing. Jerry Keehan. And nothing. So, this is what we needed to open. Alright. So, that imp opens up right here. Yep. Alright, we'll go that way in a second. Grenades. Pistol. I'm gonna clip for it. That's everything in here. So, this is what we needed. The plasma inducer. Alright. So, 114. There is no PDA for this one. Why? Code's right there. So 715. With a backpack, clip, and some ammo. Some armor. So. Alright. Let's go this way. We definitely don't want to use that right now. Alright. So let's go down to the lobby. Yeah, you can duck to dodge their, or crouch to dodge their arms. Alright. So I think we might be going the wrong way, but I'm going to double check. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go back this way. We need to go this one. Yeah, can't go that way. So, this. Oh, it's not there. I think it's here. There we go.
Excellent.
Right there.
That will get the teleporter working again. And you don't have much time. You're going to need to teleport across the containment chamber. It's the only way through this part of the complex. Head into the chamber and initiate the sequence on the machine. I'll take care of the rest. I'm not going with you. Good luck. But before you go, I want you to take something. It's a journal I made about the experiments.
Alright, so let's look at that video real quick. Alright, teleportation experiments.
My name is Ian McCormick. I'm a research specialist stationed on Mars, working for the UAC. My primary job is, or rather was, to assist Dr. Malcolm the Trooper in a variety of experiments, though for the past year we've been focusing almost exclusively on teleportation. I don't know if I'll make it out of here alive, so I'm recording this video log to let someone know what happened. And with that knowledge, prevent it from happening again. Initially, the teleportation experiments were amazing. We were creating a new science, and the prospects of it changing our way of life were, well, they were outstanding. I was proud to be associated with such an amazing project and someone as talented as Dr. Petruger. We noticed early on, probably before we had completed maybe a dozen successful tests, that there was a variable delay during the teleportation. The objects were broken down at the quantum level, transported, and then assembled. Each stage of the process should have been instantaneous, but it wasn't. And we didn't know why. We sent a video drone through and were shocked at the images it sent back. Just a few frames of video right before the drone came back through showed what appeared to be several sets of eyes looking directly at the probe. We had just found a living, breathing creature that was not human. Petruger immediately sent out a request for volunteers. He specifically wanted UAC security force members because he wanted to capture one of these creatures. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I am most ashamed of my involvement during the next phase. To get medical clearance to send human subjects through the device, I doctored up several of our reports to indicate that we had performed living tissue experiments. I did not regret it at the time, but a few days later, when our third test subject came back, he was chewing off his own fingers. It seemed he was clinically insane. We started sending teams in, about once every 2 days. The teams were reporting nightmarish experiences, sightings of things that ultimately made us conclude that the other dimension was not just another dimension. It was hell, and the creatures we were bringing back, demons. And then Petruger, he went through the portal himself. I don't know what he was thinking. It was an unscheduled trip, and he just went, and we couldn't stop him. When he came back, he had changed. He sounded and looked the same, but he just, I don't know, he was just different. And then he did the unthinkable. He took the Soul Cube, the device that was discovered in the ruins, into the portal. The portal stabilizers just started to fail, and then living hell erupted into the base. We were stupid for not destroying the portals as soon as we realized what was on the other side. Oh God, forgive me. I blame myself for my part in this. Please, someone, never let this happen again. I'm sorry, Ian McCormick.
Alright. Alright. And so we go.
Decontamination process started. Decontamination complete. Have a nice day.
Alright, so I don't think there's anything there. But
Systems activated. Teleportation will commence in T-minus 3, 2, 1.
there we go. Yeah. Into the next video.